The 2000s produced some unforgettable movie soundtracks that still resonate today. From the soulful tunes of Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? To the quirky hits of Juno, these soundtracks defined the era. Want to know which OSTs made our top 10 list? Let's explore the best movie soundtracks of the 2000s. Number 10. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
I've seen him first!
The Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Soundtrack, produced by T-Bone Burnett, is widely regarded as one of the best of the 2000s. Drawing on the music of the American South, it blends bluegrass, country, folk, and gospel to create a rich, vintage sound that reflects the film's Depression-era setting. The soundtrack features performances by Alison Krauss, Emmylou Harris, and the Soggy Bottom Boys, with the hit song I Am a Man of Constant Sorrow. Becoming a chart-topping success, the album's unique blend of genres brought renewed attention to American roots music, earning critical acclaim and numerous awards, including the Grammy Award for Album of the Year. The film's soundtrack is as much a character as the actors themselves, setting the tone for the whimsical yet poignant journey of the three main characters. It's a timeless classic that continues to influence film music today. Number 9. Almost Famous.
Music editor at Rolling Stone magazine.
This is William Miller.
Yes, it is. I think you should be writing for us.
The Almost Famous soundtrack, curated by Cameron Crowe, is a love letter to the music of the 1970s rock and roll scene. Featuring iconic tracks from Led Zeppelin, The Who, and Simon and Garfunkel. It perfectly complements the coming-of-age story of a young music journalist. The soundtrack is integral to the film's tone, as it encapsulates the spirit of the time and the emotional journey of the characters. Songs like Tiny Dancer by Elton John and American Pie by Don McLean evoke nostalgia and heighten the emotional stakes of the film.
From Cameron Crowe, writer-director of Jerry Maguire.
As much a tribute to the music industry as to adolescence, Almost Famous became a cultural touchstone for music lovers and film fans alike. The soundtrack also helped cement the film's place in the hearts of audiences, providing a powerful connection between music and storytelling. Number 8. Charlie's Angels, 2000.
Another movie from an old TV show.
The Charlie's Angels soundtrack, much like the film itself, is high energy and packed with attitude. With a mix of rock, pop, and electronica, it mirrors the movie's fast-paced action and cheeky charm. Featuring artists like Destiny's Child, Madonna, and Aerosmith, the album delivers anthems that are as bold and fearless as the Angels themselves.
You know, I signed that release waiver, so you can just feel free to stick things in my slot.
The soundtrack's standout tracks, such as All the Small Things by Blink-182 and Spinning Around by Kylie Minogue, perfectly capture the playful yet rebellious spirit of the film. With its infectious energy, the album was a commercial success and became synonymous with the 2000s pop culture zeitgeist.
Who are you people?
Damn, I hate to fly.
Whether it's for the action-packed fight scenes or the cheeky comedic moments, the soundtrack adds an extra layer of fun and excitement to the film, making it an essential part of the Charlie's Angels legacy. Number 7. The Royal Tenenbaums, 2001.
What are you doing here?
I need a favor. I want to spend some time with you and the children.
You crazy.
Wes Anderson's The Royal Tenenbaums soundtrack is as quirky and unique as the film itself, weaving together a collection of eclectic, memorable tracks. The soundtrack features songs by Bob Dylan, the Rolling Stones, and the Velvet Underground, enhancing the film's whimsical yet bittersweet tone. The distinctiveness of the soundtrack lies in how it complements Anderson's offbeat storytelling, enhancing the character-driven narrative.
Wait a minute, damn it. Stop following. I want my family back. Well, you can't have it. I'm sorry for you, but it's too late.
Tracks like These Days by Nico and She Smiled Sweetly by the Rolling Stones highlight the film's melancholic undertones while maintaining its quirky vibe. The soundtrack has since become iconic, admired not only for its perfect fit with the film, but also for its ability to stand alone as a collection of beautiful, timeless music. Its blend of classic rock, folk, and 60s sounds remains one of the best film soundtracks of the 2000s. Number 6. Kill Bill Vol. 1 and 2, 2003 to 2004.
Settled down, starting a life. But when I tried to get out,
The Kill Bill soundtracks, composed by Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez, offer an eclectic mix of rock, pop, and martial arts-inspired music, which perfectly suits the film's hyper-stylized action. From the iconic Bang Bang, My Baby Shot Me Down by Nancy Sinatra to the dramatic Battle Without Honor or Humanity by Tomoyasu Hotei, the soundtracks mirror the film's dramatic flair and unrelenting pace.
I was a killer who killed for you. I had to choose. I chose her.
Tarantino's passion for genre-bending music shines through in these soundtracks, mixing East and West in a seamless, unforgettable experience. The soundtrack's iconic tracks were integral to the film's success, enhancing key action sequences and emotional moments alike.
Hi, Mommy.
So, it all suddenly seems so clear.
Kill Bill's music is as bold and memorable as its fight scenes, making these soundtracks among the most influential of the 2000s. Both volumes showcase Tarantino's genius for creating the perfect musical accompaniment for his cinematic world. Number 5. Garden State 2004. The Garden State soundtrack became a defining piece of music for the early 2000s indie scene. Curated by Zach Braff, the album features a mix of indie rock and alternative tracks that perfectly match the film's introspective, coming-of-age narrative. Songs like New Slang by The Shins and Let Go by Fro Fro captured the mood of the film and resonated deeply with young audiences navigating their own emotional struggles. The soundtrack elevated the film to cult status, with many of the tracks becoming synonymous with the era's indie movement. Garden State's music blends seamlessly with the themes of self-discovery, personal growth, and finding a sense of belonging. Its introspective and dreamy quality has made it a favorite for fans who connect emotionally with the music and film alike, securing its place as one of the best soundtracks of the 2000s. Number 4. Collateral, 2004.
Yeah, when you keep that $5, buy you something special.
Collateral is a neo-noir thriller that's as much about its moody, atmospheric soundtrack as it is about the gripping plot. The film's score, composed by James Newton Howard, creates a tense, ominous ambiance that perfectly complements the story's high-stakes drama.
I got 5 stops to make.
What's your name? Max. Max. I'm Vincent.
The soundtrack also features tracks from electronic artists like Brian Eno and the Rolling Stones, which enhance the film's sense of urgency and danger. The juxtaposition of cool, calm melodies with intense action sequences reflects the moral ambiguity of the characters. Collateral's soundtrack helps set the tone for a night of high tension in Los Angeles, providing the perfect backdrop for a story of crime, fate, and existential questioning. The album has become an integral part of the film's legacy, with its atmospheric beats and haunting melodies capturing the dark, gripping essence of the film. Number 3. Elizabethtown, 2005. The Elizabethtown soundtrack is a heartwarming and emotionally resonant collection of songs, perfectly suited to the film's themes of loss, love, and self-discovery, featuring a mix of folk, country, and rock. The soundtrack features artists like Tom Petty, Elton John, and the Rolling Stones. Songs such as Freebird by Lynyrd Skynyrd and Come Pick Me Up by Ryan Adams are standout tracks, emotionally reflecting the film's key moments.
Bring him home.
Louisville, Kentucky, huh? Home business or family?
My dad.
He's okay, right?
He's...
The music helps to elevate the film's narrative, making it feel like a personal soundtrack for the protagonist's journey toward healing. While the film received mixed reviews, its soundtrack was widely praised for its emotional depth and ability to connect with viewers on a personal level. The album remains a favorite for those who appreciate music that captures the bittersweet nature of life's pivotal moments. Number 2. Juno, 2007.
What's your plus?
There it is. Little pink plus sign is so unholy.
That ain't no Etch-a-Sketch. This is one doodle that can't be undid, Holmes Gillett.
The Juno soundtrack, composed by Kimya Dawson, is a quirky and charming collection of indie folk songs that perfectly match the film's offbeat tone and coming-of-age narrative, featuring tracks like Anyone Else But You by the Moldy Peaches and All I Want Is You by Barry Louis Polisar. The soundtrack captures the essence of the film's quirky teenage protagonist. The music's raw, authentic feel matched the film's witty and heartfelt dialogue, making it one of the most memorable soundtracks of the 2000s.
Just tell him. I'm pregnant.
Who's the father?
The film's success was partially attributed to its soundtrack, which helped define a new wave of indie folk music for a younger generation. With its infectious songs and simple yet powerful melodies, Juno's soundtrack has become iconic in its own right, continuing to be adored by fans and influencing many films that followed. Number 1. Tropic Thunder, 2008. Tropic Thunder is a raucous, satirical action comedy with a soundtrack that mirrors its irreverent tone. Featuring a mix of classic rock and modern pop, the soundtrack captures the film's absurdly fun vibe, while adding a layer of nostalgia for fans of action films. The album includes tracks like 1, 2, 3, 4 by Plain White T's, and Welcome Home by Coheed and Cambria, which reflect the bombastic nature of the movie. Tropic Thunder's soundtrack adds another dimension to the film's over-the-top action scenes and absurd comedy, with its catchy tracks heightening the stakes of the ridiculous plot. The soundtrack, like the film itself, doesn't take itself too seriously, but is nonetheless effective in setting the scene for a wild, hilarious ride. The album's mix of rock, pop, and film score elements has made it a standout from 2008, one that still makes an impact today. Summary. What's your favorite soundtrack from the 2000s? Drop it in the comments below. If this list took you on a musical journey, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more nostalgic OST countdowns. Stay tuned for our next video where we'll explore top 10 teen TV shows of the 2000s.